It's not every day that we have a guest that outdoes me on the swag quotient. But TT, so good to see you, girl. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I brought my shades because I thought we were going to,
You put the Cardis on.
I put the cards on, but you seem to be shining even more than... Can we get a close-up, please? Can we get a close-up of the... Man, those look good.
When they told me, you're going to Tennis Channel, I was just like...
Oh, you put them on. I tell you what, you put those on along with the... Okay, this woman is just... She's shining. She's shining. Coming through that screen over there.
Looking like money.
You know what? The only problem is you look better than me in my own...
It's okay.
Let's shift the topic here. TT, we missed you. We haven't seen you since Miami.
I know.
How you feeling?
I'm doing good. I'm doing great. It was a scary situation with the concussion, but I'm doing great.
Good.
I was just saying, I wouldn't be here if I wasn't okay. So
Yeah.
It was one of the things where I didn't realize how bad it really was until I started doing tests and going to the doctor. I was like, oh wow. And then it was tough to have to pull out of Madrid and Rome, but then I was like, okay, let me just take the proper time to get healthy. And also I'm not about to play with my brain. That's not something I'm gonna play with for a tennis match. So
no, and that's
I'm doing good.
So smart, mature, because you can do all sorts of worse things and so forth. So glad to see you healthy. You're doing triple duty over here. Made it into the singles over here.
Yeah.
First, before we shift over to doubles and mixed, which you're still in, how did the body and mind adjust to singles after that break?
It was actually really great. So I don't know if you guys knew, but I was 1 out. So I had my flight for the 22nd, and I checked the list, and I was like, oh, I gotta go. I thought I was in. So I kept waiting and waiting to see if someone was going to pull out. And then when quali started, 4 people pulled out. So there were a couple lucky loser spots, which worked well for me. But it actually was great because I got some matches, got a chance to really get my feet wet, get the nerves out. And honestly, I played 9 hours of tennis in 3 days. So none of my matches were under 2 hours. So it was definitely a good test for the body, but it was great.
Good. And now you're rocking and rolling in doubles and mixed. Let's start with the doubles. You're in the quarters. You and Siniakova doing your thing. I mean, you guys are just nasty out there on the court. Your partnership, how does it translate to the clay? How are you enjoying what you guys do on the clay versus a grass or a hard?
Yeah. It's been interesting because we haven't really gotten a chance to play a ton on clay. We played together last year in Rome. And we played 2 matches there. And then after that, you remember I hurt my ankle in Rabat, first point of the match in the warm-up tournament before the French Open. So I actually flew to Paris last year to come pull out. So when I came here the first day, I was just like, why does it feel like I haven't been here in forever? Right. But it's because I didn't play last year. So I really haven't played here since 2023. It's been an interesting adjustment, with clay, because I know what she does so well and I'm able to capitalize, but the surface can sometimes take away from that or, make it a little bit more difficult to cross or to play. But it's been working out well. And for us, I think we're kind of in a groove and a flow where we really gel so well on the court and are able to all right, let's get it together. And so a lot of the things that we've been doing or feeling has been on our rackets. So that's a great thing because it's an adjustment here or there and you're in it.
Champions adjust, so no doubt you guys will keep it rolling over here. You got to talk to me about the mixed. We had Evan King with us on the desk the other day. Him and Christian been doing fantastic stuff.
Good.
But I mean, Evan's a wild boy on that mic. He will say anything, and you guys are such a fun team to watch. Are you guys having as much fun as we think you guys are chemistry-wise?
It's so fun. And he said something, and I was just like, oh my God. Both from the south side of Chicago, he was like, Thule Park to Roland Garros. And I'm like, that is so crazy. Because that's literally where I grew up playing.
Wow.
And he grew up playing the black tennis community in the south side of Chicago is not big. Everyone knows each other. We've all trained together. We've all hit together. He grew up around the same time with Donald. So I was young, being able to train with these guys. So it's so fun to be able to be on the same side of the court with him. And I'm so happy for the success that he's getting and that he's having. I mean, for me, it's been a long time coming, so it's always so great to be able to see somebody finally getting to where they deserve to be. And he's happy, he's free. He said, he was they're playing not afraid. and you can tell. And when we're on the court, he brings that out. Like, yeah, I'm gonna go for this. Like, he's like, whatever, user error. Okay, next one. So it's really, really fun, and we're having a great time. It's special to me, honestly. It's kind of nostalgic for me, like even being able to play with Donald in the U.S. Open last year, and now being able to play with Evan. And he locked me up for Wimbledon. He was like, hey, you set for Wimby?
He's not a fool. Are you kidding me?
He was just like,
you right away.
He was like, you set? I was like, nah. He's like, we running it back? I said, sure. Why not?
I tell you what, it would be so special and so inspirational if you guys are able to come through here. A couple more matches, so you guys are right there. TT, since we haven't caught up, I haven't even caught up with you off the off the camera.
You don't even check on me anymore.
Well, no, that's not nice. That's not nice.
I'm gonna put you on blast.
You know what? I think of you. I think of you all the time.
But it just doesn't translate. But I got it.
You know what? We're getting a little off topic here.
It's okay.
What's going on off the court? I know you always got, a million different things going on. How is life? How's the little guy? How's everything going?
Y'all, I had to really hold it together yesterday. Yesterday was AJ's first day of summer camp.
Oh my goodness.
So I got pictures, and he had his little backpack and his little cot and his little lunch box.
Little adult.
Literally a grown man. Oh my God, you guys literally were with me when I was fresh. He was fresh out. Just came out.
Oh my goodness.
So I was like, you guys have been with me since through this whole process. So it's like, it's so special. Like, it was very emotional for me because I was just like, this is like a monumental moment. Like, first day of camp. Hopefully I don't miss his first day of school. But, like, he's starting school in August. He's doing great. Everyone is great. Life is good. To be honest, you never quite know why things happen, but I really feel like I needed that time. Like, with the concussion, I think it was just like something major had to happen for me to sit my ass down. And it was just like, I needed it. I didn't realize how much I needed it, but like, I really needed it. I enjoyed my time at home, like spending time with AJ, like consistent time, like with my family, and just being able to kind of like reset. So like, I'm out here and I feel so refreshed. Like, I'm really like in a good headspace, and honestly like operating out of gratitude, because that was really scary. And I was just like, it can be something so like quick that can just take you away. So I was just like, I'm operating in a place of like just gratitude. I'm happy to be here and happy to be playing at a high level.
It's so amazing is everything in life. It's not what happens to us, it's how we react to what happens to us.
Yeah, how you respond.
So something so serious, to hear you talk about it like that, that's something we can all take away from. Also listen to Aiden. What's going to be so beautiful is I know you've had him on the court after victories, but now as he's getting to this age, he's going to really be able to remember these moments of, oh, that's mama winning a grand slam, that's this and that. So you're going to get that phase with him too.
That's what I hope. I was just like, because I'm gone so much, and there are times where I really feel guilty about like, the amount that I'm gone, and I just pray, I'm like, I hope that he knows why I'm doing this. And like, I talked to him, like he was there in Miami, and Storm, when we played Storm and Caroline, her husband was just like, I'm glad they lost to my mommy. So he said that about them when we beat Caroline and Storm.
Oh my goodness.
And her husband heard him say that. He was like, yeah, those are the ones that lost to my mommy. So I
wonder where he gets the talking smack from.
I know, but I was just like, I just hope that like he knows, like, and I think that he does.
Yeah.
And I try to make sure that the time that we spend together is quality time. So, I mean, I'm out here just doing the best I can, and flowing with it. But hey, it is what it is. Magic. But taking a day at a time, a match at a time, and I tell him, I'm like, I'm gonna make it count, so I'm gonna come home with some hardware.
Yo, you always tell us, I love that. If I step out of the house, if I'm leaving my baby, I'm gonna make it count.
I mean, for real, because this life is not easy. Yeah. And a lot of people, they ask me, like, why don't you travel with him? I'm like, shit, this is hard for us.
That's right.
It's really hard for us. I mean, we jump time zones, going from hotel to hotel, new place to new place, week after week, like living out of a suitcase, like, no home-cooked meals. You eat out every night, or Uber Eats or whatever. Like, this is a hard life for us. So I'm like, it's very difficult for them. So I make the sacrifice personally. I'm like, I'd rather you have your routine and be home and like have some solid structure. That's important to me for his development. So it's a hard sacrifice that I make, but he's a great kid. So I feel like it's paying off. And like I said, I just pray that he knows why I'm doing it. And, I'm working to build a better life for us later down the road.
You know, warm my heart talking about Aiden like that. That's beautiful.
He's so cute.
TT, you know, everyone, you know, who's missed you from Miami to now, I'm sure everyone's curious about what it's going to look like moving on from here. So summer schedule now, maybe through Wimbledon. Are you staying? What does it look like?
Yeah, so I'm grinding all the way through because, you know, at this point, I looked at my ranking prior to coming here and I saw that it had dropped and I told my coach, I was like, all right, we got work to do. So I'm staying through Wimbledon and playing full U.S. Open Series schedule. So I'm going to be out here. But, I mean, my priority is to really get my singles ranking back inside of the top 50. That's my immediate goal right now. So focusing on singles leading up to Wimbledon. Get some good matches, get a lot of matches, and be match tough. So when it's time to be at the slams, like, I'm ready to go. So beautiful. I'm playing a 125 and then something on grass, whatever I get into, honestly, wherever I get into main draw. But I'm playing, you know, every week leading up to Wimbledon.
Beautiful, T. And now just most importantly to finish, I mean, should I write you a check or check? How do I get one of those shirts?
Ooh.
Because that looks like high commodity. Is it just custom?
You like my jersey?
I love the jersey. T on the front. Can we? Is that one of one?
This is, but don't worry. So I'm debuting my new logo and my new
line?
Yes, new line. I'm making custom things. I started working with a creative director, Alexander John. He's amazing, and he's creating some custom silhouettes for me for Wimbledon. So I'm really excited. This tournament was just about getting my logo out there and people being able to see me branded, and that, you know, I'm kind of just taking things into my own hands. Like, you know, I've had so much success and have done so many things. I'm number 2 in the world in doubles, and I still don't have a clothing sponsor. So I was like, why not take it into my own hands and do my own thing? So now that's what I'm doing. So I started working with him, and my team is really great, and we're kind of crafting my own stuff, and it's going to be really cool, and that stuff's going to be one of one. So I'm really excited for you guys to see what's coming, but this is just the start.
Okay.
This is just a start, but maybe like when I get my new stuff, I'll throw you some.
You got your first customer over here.
I know you like this mediums.
No, I've been bulking, so I need a little bigger these days. I'm trying to put on a little size.
In a gym?
Yeah, I've been in the gym.
All right,
I've been trying to put on a little size.
got you.
TT, I love you, girl.
Love you.
Good luck. Keep playing well.
Guys.
We'll see you soon.
Sounds good.